Good afternoon, Glen Rock High School. Welcome to Season 3, Episode 10 of GRNEWS. I'm your lead anchor, Akira Brown.
And I'm your co-anchor, Lucas Mayer.
And you're watching GRNEWS.
In national news, we send our heartfelt condolences to the 6 members of the construction crew who sadly passed on the Baltimore port. The 6 members who were working and fell into the Patapsco River were presumed dead. Now we send it over to Charlotte.
On March 26th, a power outage caused catastrophic damage to one of Maryland's major bridges. Here's what we know so far. That Tuesday, a 900-foot cargo ship crashed into the Francis Scott Key Bridge after the ship experienced a complete power outage and swerved into the bridge. The ship's crews made an effort to call for payday assistance before the collision to try and stop the bridge's traffic flow. Aboard this ship, 22 crew members luckily came out alive. However, when the bridge collapsed, there were 8 people still on it. 2 were able to be rescued and brought to safety. However, the other 6 tragically passed away. Now that the damage is done, the citizens of Maryland are wondering how long it will take to pick up the pieces. Who exactly is to blame for this accident, and who will foot the bill? Nothing has been set in stone for when construction will start, but it is said that it will be a long and expensive process. The Biden administration already approved $60 million in federal funding to rebuild the Francis Scott Bridge. The funding will be supported by American taxpayers, although citizens were confused why the owners of the ship aren't using their insurance to cover the expenses. As we uncover more on this matter, we will get it to you. We send our condolences to the families who lost their loved ones in the accident and wish them the best. For GR News, I'm Charlotte Hild, and now back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Charlotte. My deepest condolences to the victims' families. Bring your attention over to mental health. Mental health crisis has substantially increased from generation to generation. Ways to cope? We have next, Sebastian.
Mental health awareness is a very important topic, especially in teens. A great way to improve mental health is to practice mindfulness. Here are 3 easy ways to practice mindfulness at home. Meditation. Meditation is as simple as finding a calm place to breathe, and it can have some great benefits. Meditation improves sleep, reduces anxiety, enhances your memory, and so much more. Have a journal. A journal is a great way to practice mindfulness. You can write about anything, from describing your day to setting goals. A journal is a great way to express your feelings. The 5 senses exercise. The 5 senses exercise is a helpful tool to ground yourself whenever you start to panic. The steps for these are to name 5 things you see, 4 things you can feel, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. It is important to remember that mental health awareness isn't just a day or a month, it's all year, and there is never a bad time to practice mindfulness. There are endless things to do to help yourself feel at peace. Back to you in the studio, Akira and Lucas.
And now focusing on one of the main ways to cope with mental health, relaxation with yoga. Now we have Will and Damien.
Let's face it, times are stressful even for us students. We can all use a way to relax and unwind, and the best way to do that is through yoga.
That's why we brought gym teacher, Mrs. Dowell here, who is good at yoga.
Why, thank you. They are right, so we'll go through some poses or just try to work on a little breathing to be a helpful way to relax.
What poses do you have here to show us that could really relax us and stretch us out?
Okay, well, the first thing we probably should do is breathe, all right? So we're just going to take it a moment to do that. So what we'll do is we're going to inhale up. Everyone ready? Inhale down. We'll do it one more time. Inhale up. And then exhale down. And then this next one will go into like a little bit of a flow. So we'll inhale up and then we'll go down to the floor and then do a couple poses. Here we go. We're going to inhale up. And then when we exhale down, we're going to go all the way down, hang down towards the floor. And then we're going to walk our hands out into a plank. All right. And then we're going to hold the plank right here. And then we're going to go up into downward dog. So you're going to lift your hips up, come back, sit back, and then come back down into plank. Good job. And then one more time. Good. And then come back down and then drop your knees to the mat. hands and knees on the floor. And we're gonna do something called cat-cow. All right, so you're gonna round your back as a cat and come up and dip your head down. Breathe in and then exhale out as you come into cow, and then go back up into cat. Round your back and then exhale out. Good. And then we're gonna sit back in. Child's pose is also very good for stretching out now the upper body and coming back and sitting on your heels. So you're gonna sit back on your heels, keep your arms extended out, and put your head down towards the floor. Stretch out your shoulders. And while you're doing all of this, you should be breathing, okay? So breathe in and out slowly. So we're gonna stay here for 20 seconds. Here we go. Good, then come up, hands and knees, all right? And then we'll just go into a seated position and we'll just work on breathing because that's really important. Okay, so those were a couple poses: downward dog, cat, cow, and child's pose, the last one. Okay, so if you sit with your legs folded comfortably, and then we'll just finish up because this is really good for relaxation, is breathing. Okay, so you're just gonna inhale for a 4-second count, and then you're gonna exhale it all out for a 6-second count, and then inhale for 4 seconds, okay? And then you count on your own. Okay, here we go. While they're doing this, what they should be doing is their stomach is like a balloon. So they're gonna inhale and expand the stomach, and then exhale, and then let the balloon out. The breathing part's very important, especially with yoga. Maintaining the breathing throughout, getting the oxygen to your muscles can be very helpful, and it also can pose for a relaxation moment for yourself.
Now we're gonna ask the yogers some questions.
Robert, do you feel more relaxed after that?
Good question. Yeah. So the yoga exercises were good stretches, and it's good for early in the morning. I feel like woke me up a little
Would you say you're gonna have a better day after this yoga?
bit. I'm gonna have the best day.
Thank you. Now for Drew. How do you feel after this?
I feel calm and relaxed.
Do you feel better about yourself?
Yes, very much so.
Would you say this is necessary to a daily lifestyle?
Yeah, I feel like everyone should wake up in the morning and just do some yoga.
Maybe. Yeah, do you do that?
No, but now I'll start doing that.
Do you promise?
Yeah.
Thank you, Miss Dowell.
From weeks of madness to the big finals with spring sports, we have Sean next.
Dance has come to an end in Phoenix, Arizona. The NCAA tournament finals was between UConn and Purdue last night. The Huskies won the repeat after winning it last year as to the 4th seed. This team is the first to repeat since 2007 Florida Gators. Tristan Newton, Donovan Clingan, and Stephon Castle led the team to the historic win against the Boilermakers. This was another great tournament win with countless upsets and finals. That finals game did not disappoint. The next ball game is on April 6th at Fort Lee. Just like in baseball, the Panthers, led by Ms. Zimmerman, dominated the tennis courts with a massive 5-0 shutout win over Pompton Lakes. Girls lacrosse continued to win after defeating Scotch Plains Family by a score of 13-6. This next team's game is against Morris Knolls on the 6th. Make sure to keep supporting our great athletes and watch them put Glen Rock on the map. Let's go Panthers.
Never miss a chance to dance. Semi-formal is right around the corner. Next up is Reese on wonderful destinations for dresses and suits.
With formal season just around the corner, preparations are beginning from choosing the right outfit to having unforgettable moments with friends. There is so much to prepare for. Semi and prom are formal events where students enjoy a night of music and dancing with friends. The outfits for these events are known to be an essential part of the whole experience. Students attending these events can find the right attire at stores such as Nordstrom and Ralph Lauren. Both shops provide many options for formal attire to attend these events. For the day of the event, having a nice hairstyle is another part of the entire look that you arrive at semi or prom with. Right here in Glen Rock, you can get the perfect hairstyle at Blula Salon on Rock Road. Blula offers styling for men and women, so anyone can get the hairstyle they want for these events. But make sure to book your appointment early to ensure that you won't miss out. That's all we have for today for semi and prom preparations. Back to Akira and Lucas in the studio.
That's all we have for today. Make sure you're following our social media pages at Glen Rock Media on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok for all of the latest GR News updates. Until next time, remember to stay safe and have a wonderful afternoon. Again, I'm your lead anchor, Akira Brown,
And I'm your co-anchor, Lucas Mayer.
and this has been GR News.